Hello everyone, my name is Martin Larsson, also known as Reckless. I'm the AD carry for Team Fnatic. I'm 18 years old and I come from Sweden. Today I'm gonna go to a bookstore here in Berlin for the first time. I occasionally tend to read sci-fi/fantasy books when I feel stressed out or when I'm out of things to do. So I'm just gonna go for the lookout for another book, see what they have to offer me. So let's get going. At first, when I started playing League, I had a very casual sort of like Martin Larsson name. It was like the first letter of every name I have in my full name. So it was like KML96 or something. Once I actually started getting good at the game and played a lot of solo queue, and I was playing against the professional players at that time. My friends were like spectating those games and we were talking about it constantly, how I was doing against them. My friends told me that if they were in my position, they would have been like frightened by the fact that they were playing against pro players in that sense and like shaking or being super nervous. Meanwhile, I was like very cold-blooded in that sense. I just played normal, like I did what I could, and then they had this idea about me just not having like emotions in that sense. Reckless is sort of like that because I played against these guys like they were normal players. So we thought it was super cool because the English translation was Reckless. So we just made it unique together with double K, and then I just stuck around with it. These books are German. I'm not that good at German, or I'm not that into reading books for kids either, so I should probably not go that way. It's sometimes tough to live in a foreign country when you're just 18 and you don't know the language, but after all we're a team, we all go through the same thing, especially the Koreans probably have it even harder than we do because they, to begin with, didn't speak that good of an English, which is something I had an easy time with because I was interested in the language in school, so I learned it quite early in my life. So it wasn't that hard for me to like adjust to speaking English on a daily basis. It's actually harder for me now to when I come home to speak Swedish, because I speak maybe English for 4 or 5 months when we're living here before I end up going home for a week or two, and then I have trouble speaking to my mom and my sister or my dad because they speak very clear Swedish and I speak some sort of Swinglish or whatever we call it in Sweden because my Swedish is not that good. So usually I tend to like, I cannot remember the word and then I say it in English and then my sister's like, oh, you mean this? And then I'm like, yeah. English this way, let's go. Look how much text it is. I cannot read this. You know, like getting 2 through pages is like 5 minutes already. You know, when I go to bed, I read maybe like 10-15 minutes before I pass out because I go to bed at like 2 a.m. You know, after I'm done playing. So it's not like I go to bed at 10 and I'm not tired and then I spend 2 hours reading. You know, it's more like I go to bed, I'm really tired, I'm gonna read until the book falls in my face and then I'm just gonna sleep. I don't think it's like the actual book that I enjoy, just the feeling you get when you read. It's sort of like very relaxing, takes your mind off other things that you constantly have on your mind. How can I get better at this champion, or how can I get better in this situation? What can I do better for the team? All these league-related questions or team-related questions just goes off my mind whenever I read a book. I wouldn't say it's just because I like love reading books, but I just feel like it's always worked for me to like get my mind off things that I otherwise always have. It's like kind of relaxing to do before I go to bed because then I can fall asleep without like thinking about League all the time, and then I do the same thing when I wake up. I think this might be the best book in the store, no? What do you think? This might be the best book in the store, for sure. I don't even have to read the back because everyone knows what it's about already.
I want to take a photo with you holding that.
Really? Me too. Earth. After Earth. This one is gonna be good, I think, for sure. I wanna have this one.
Isn't it bothering you that you saw the movie, you know what's gonna happen, so you're reading it and you know?
I usually do like this, you know. Because I don't like follow deeply what movies are released or what books are released, so I just wait for a movie to come out. And then I watch it, and then if I really like it, I go on and buy the books. Because usually the movies don't give you like that much insight. So if you like the movie and you want to know more, then you go buy the books, and then you know twice as much or 3 times as much about the characters in the movie. So this one definitely I would like to buy.
That's €10, please. Thank you.
Thank you. before I played with a lot of veterans in my past, in the old Fnatic. Meanwhile, this Fnatic is, I guess, 1 veteran and then 3 new players in the same age as myself. I guess that's a kind of a big difference because the mindset of my teammates are now different and probably more like myself. Meanwhile, in the other team, I was sort of the kid in that team. I had to like learn a lot from my teammates in terms of like how it is to play on a stage, how it is to live in general. This time is a lot different in that sense, but at the same time I think I prefer this one a lot more because I feel like I can be more myself with these guys because they're in the same age as me, so we have the same sort of humor, interests. It just feels like everything is very natural. We don't have to like force our relationship as players and as persons, it just happens by nature.
We will probably one-shot the jungle and support, and then their AD and top will just give up on the idea, and then they will either recall or wait.
Wait is not super risky. Why they will wait?
There's no reason to wait. I think they will.
No, but one of them has to wait, you know?
I think they.
Both of them will not recall.
I think AD can.
Why not?
Because then they have to walk through the ward.
No, they do like this, both recall and they walk both what?
Oh, you mean the top laner too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe top laner.
I think in my case, if this happened, I would just stay top.
Why? I think it's better to go bot in this case because we already killed them and then we can just go bot and go.
No, I mean the top laner will stay top, you know, and then they can collapse on you if you start their red. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
Both of them will not stay top
Or
because that doesn't make sense.
We should start there. You know that, right?
Yeah, you can start here, no problem.
I definitely get nervous when I play League on stage, especially in LCS, but not to the same extent when we were playing Worlds or when we were playing All-Stars. Then it's like extra emotions. Best comparison would be our game against Origin. I felt really nervous in comparison to the other LCS games we've been playing. I think that benefits me being nervous actually because I feel like I focus extra bit. I play an extra bit better. I don't like force away the feelings, I just embrace them sort of. Like I accept the fact that I'm nervous and then I just try to translate the nervousness into like actual positive gameplay or something positive I can help the team with because I know that I'm not the only one who's nervous as well. I know that all my teammates are nervous and that the enemy team is nervous. If I can translate my own nervous feelings into being a better player, then maybe that will help our team to win the game. For some reason I feel less nervous about playing H2K in comparison to Origin, but I think that was mostly because our game against Origin was like extremely hyped up from the community due to the whole SOAS and Peke versus me and Yellow situation. H2K is probably a better team than Origin, so I shouldn't expect it to be a similar game to the game against Origin because we had not an easy time, but the game was pretty smooth for us against Origin, and I expect H2K to have more aces up their sleeves and making more trouble for us. But at the same time, I feel like we are very strong at this very moment, and I think we have a very good chance of beating H2K. But it will probably come down to the drafting. Whichever team gets the stronger composition and whichever team gets the composition that fits their team style more, because H2K is a team that heavily relies on their early game, getting towers early and snowballing the game in their favor before the enemy team has a chance to do anything about it. So I think drafting will have a huge impact today. Eugene is like the one I bonded with most. I could feel it from watching Fnatic's game from the last split or like seeing some interviews with him that he was like really similar to me in that sense. I had a feeling that me and him would like mash really well once we met, but I didn't like say anything. I just let it be, and then once he came here and I was here as well, I could feel that like he was very similar to me in my personality and gameplay and everything, you know. Definitely Eugene has been the guy I've gone to when I need to ask some questions. Other than that, like everyone is very nice here, so I don't have troubles like going to someone else as well, but Eugene definitely. He's smiling. He's awake.
I'm listening.
1 minute and a half before, we plan how we want to go into the area, where we want to work, if we want to drop the pinks, if we want to drop the greens, if we want to go deep, okay? So we've been working in our communications, and the mistakes that we've been doing, only by preparing properly and communicating, we will solve them, okay? So if we just focus on this, we will win this game.
Okay.
Okay guys. 1, 2, 3, Fnatic!
Fnatic, the last team standing against them here in Europe, is going to fall along with their Nexus 9-0. Fnatic have tied their 2013 record for wins in the European LCS.
Personally, yeah, I feel like I could have played better, but I think we played really well as a team and we didn't showcase many weaknesses. I would say it was very strategical in a way. It started off with us having some sort of level 1 strategy where we tried to bait them to face check us top so we could get a kill on either of their bot laners, and then them having a disadvantage and me being in the top side. But they didn't like swallow the bait where I walked through the ward and recalled. We ended up lane swapping in a situation where we wanted to be 2 lane and 1-on-1 lane, so we came off on a bad start, but I think we had a very good strategy going into it, so we didn't like lose anything. We just like kept on doing our thing. We traded towers on both side lanes, and the game became really strategical at one point where it was like mostly objective based. They were trying to siege because they had a siege comp. We were just trying to farm for late game because we had a stronger late game comp, even though our comp was not necessarily late game, but we were just stronger than them, so we were okay with like potentially giving up a dragon for some big side waves or something, but then Reignover managed to steal the dragon, so that put us in a situation where they like had a ticking time bomb in a sense, because we had like 4 dragons and they had to win the game before the 5th dragon because we were just gonna roll over them. I would say our draft was really strong. I think we put them in some sort of uncomfortable position. I talk too much. I make too many calls, which is not my mission, so that was a bit bad.
Did you flatter the
Yeah,
boss?
yeah, a bit.
Why you were overexcited or?
No, I just tried to talk what I wanted to do, and then it was just clutter. Yeah. Clutter. Instead, I should just give information, and then because that's my job, you know. My job is to give information about my lane, my state, and then what I can do, not to make a call for the team.
When you do that?
It was like 2 or 3 times.
I feel like everyone has their sort of role in this house, but at the same time, yeah, we're a team. If I have a problem, I know that my team will have my back, or if someone else has a problem, I will have their back. So I still have Oliver, my manager, from last year. He's still the dad or the king of the house. He decides what's gonna happen, then everyone follow his rules, no matter what. He makes food for us at 1 every day, and everyone sits at the table waiting, and he give us food. And then also Yellow from last year is still like the leader of the team, sort of. He leads the group, everyone follow him in a line. And also Luis. These 3 guys I just see as like leaders of the group. They control the building together and make sure everything is cool. And then me, Fabian, Eugene and Suna is just like the kids running around not sure what to do, and then these 3 guys just take care of us. We're still young, we don't really know how to always take care of ourselves, making sure we have food, working out, sleeping at the correct time. I think it's really good that things works like this, because that makes sure we grow up as well, even if we're here for playing games.
Oh, hello. Welcome by Monsieur Milan, Berlin. Welcome. Please come in.
Today we're at Berlin's supposedly best place called Milan, and I'm gonna get a haircut by Monsieur Milan's. I've been wanting to get a haircut for a really long time already, but with joining the team, meshing with the guys, being able to perform at the stage, it's been taking a lot of my time, so I just put the haircut idea to the side. But it's come to a point where I can no longer control the beast, so I figured it was perfect timing to just go get one. And I'm really excited to see what the man can do with my hair.
Martin, what do you like it?
I trust you, so you can decide. You can do whatever you want.
I think I have a good idea for your haircut, for your new haircut. I like on the side, very short.
Okay.
Yes, and the overhead a little bit longer.
Okay.
And here in the neck, only short.
Yeah.
And we have a nice overhead here. And I think this is a good new style for your face, and you have a good inspiration in the future.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds perfect.
Good?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Please come with me. We go to the wash places.
Okay.
fabulous.
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Milan.
Welcome. You can see that? It's a little bit shorter on the overhead and longer in front of your face.
Okay.
And I think this is good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay?
Yeah.
It was nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'll be back soon.
Yes,
You're not gonna get rid of me now. What do you think?
Looking good. You're gonna ask him to gel it? Or style?
What do you think? Should it deal or no?
Here, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You sit over there.
I really like this one and all over here.
Yeah.
It looks fabulous, man.
Fluffy.
It smells good, yeah.
Yeah, it smells.
Smells even from here, yeah. Really good.
So nice. Now I don't have to buy perfume anymore. I just buy the hair gel.
When I cut maybe the next, I give you another position. I think a little bit longer in front of your face. This is a little bit more sophisticated.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, we have time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be around.
I'm not really sure yet about this haircut, what to do with it. Because I'm so used to like having my hair something like really far backwards like this. But yeah, then I need to put a lot more, but then it doesn't look fluffy. And the whole plan today was my hair looking fluffy. So maybe I'll just stick with something like this. See how that goes. My mom and sister is here today, so I guess they will be the first ones to judge. If my mom tells me that my hair doesn't look that good, I will probably have to change it and go back to her hairdresser, because what mom says is law at this time of my life. So, but we'll see. I trust my sister more than my mom, I think, because she has more of an eye of these things. Off it. Puff puff. This looks pretty good though. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I'm good to go.
I was watching the VOD and
Yes.
they tri-cast the game. So it was Deficio, Crepo and Pyro, I think. And at one point in the game, you were playing Rise.
Yes.
So Rise plus Huni, Rooney.
It's actually funny.
Yeah.
You know, that love is like a psychopath. Like a
What?
serial killer.
Don't blame me, by the way.
Okay.
Crepo make it a meme.
Yeah.
So every time they talk about you,
Yeah.
Rooney.
Oh.
So
Since
maybe
yesterday.
yeah. So maybe if you check your Twitter,
Yeah.
then it's just Rooney.
Oh. Yeah, I think I saw on Reddit. When I
The
check
people
Reddit,
say Rooney,
Yeah. Some.
and we're 9-0, so we need to win. So we are 10-0,
Of course.
and then we're in the books.
No, it's not 18-0.
Do you care about this?
A bit.
Of course.
It's
same.
cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Even worse. Never lose.
Yeah. Imagine-
Until finish worse, we never lose.
Yeah, we never lose. I definitely think this team can win Worlds. The fact that we have so many motivated players and we match so well already by nature brings us like one step ahead of a lot of other teams who have to force these relationships between the players. Once best of 5 comes around at Worlds or playoffs, I think we will be even stronger than we already are in best of 1s, because we are practicing a lot of different versatile team comps that we can pull out in a best of 5. So maybe one game we can play a full poke comp, and then the next game we will play full engage, and we will play both comps as good as they can possibly be played. We're improving drastically ever since I joined the team. We're working really hard to be as good as we can possibly be at Worlds, and then put up a really good fight in a long series where we can showcase a lot of different team comps.
I think the sushi had something today.
Not only think on how strong we are, and if we are in a spike, also think if the other team is in their spike, and if we should give it and then move on the top side of the map, pressure the top tower, etc. Okay, so just continue communication, continue with the vision control and pre-planning. Okay, and we got this.
We can.
1, 2, 3.
Unforgiven, Unforgiven will get popped by Febiven. Fnatic are onto the Nexus and they set a new European winning streak record, going 10-0 in summer. The first team ever to do it.
The reason you start playing games is because you really enjoy playing games, right? And then the fact that I was able to go pro and play professional League of Legends, that was just a bonus on the side. The reason why I began playing League or computer games in general is just because I found it really fun. So I think that's like a very unique thing to say, because not a lot of people in this world like are able to do something for a living that they really like doing. So I think that's really cool.
Wasn't my game, if you can put it that way. It's kind of saddening for me because I do care a lot about my personal performance and what I bring to my team. I'm pretty sure if I get some sleep and I think over it, then I'll be more than fine and be able to celebrate the fact that we actually managed to break the winning streak of our previous record.
Du borde mäta mig nu då.
Ja, det är fan som kramar ändå. Det var det.
Har gått lite. Vad du gjorde du? Typ bytt parfym.
David Beckham. David Beckham.
Har du köpt ny? Har du fått tips eller?
Nej. Den gjorde jag faktiskt själv. Jag tittade på parfymhyllan och så tänkte jag tar det dyraste. Jag har ändå pengar. Så köpte jag det dyraste så kanske det luktar gott.
Jag får sniffa lite till.
This is my mom.
Hi.
And this is my sister, bigger sister. And they're here to visit me over the weekend, which is pretty cool because I don't see them that much. So we're gonna just eat dinner maybe, and then tomorrow just do something together because all of us haven't seen Berlin yet. So.